believe we have two participants, Pratap and Vijay. Before we begin, I would like to give a brief introduction about me, because I'm not sure what all information has been shared about me with you guys. So, my name is Siddesh, and I have overall of 10 plus years of experience now in the domain of marketing and IT marketing. And in Salesforce Marketing Cloud, I have worked for more than like now 7 years now, wherein my initial journey was with a partner company of Salesforce itself, wherein we uh, helped premier customers of Salesforce implement all the features of Marketing Cloud. And then for quite a while, I've worked as a developer, architect, and now I've been conducting trainings of Marketing Cloud for corporates and on freelance basis. So that's my introduction on nutshell. I would like to also know each one of you in brief and what you guys do, what is your career status, and what do you expect out of this training. So who would like to go first, Pratap or Vijay?
Hi sir, this is Pratap.
Hi Pratap, are you from India?
Sir, yes sir, I'm from India. I'm from Andhra Pradesh.
Okay, good morning.
Morning sir. So sir, this is Pratap. I started my career with Vihan Direction India Private Limited as a marketing manager. So
Mm-hmm.
after that I started working with Vedanta as a senior academic counselor in sales. So recently 6 months back, I got promotion as a sales development manager in Vedanta. Uh, One of my friend who worked in Byju's last year, suddenly he said that he started working with the Salesforce with a package of 9 lakh. So I said that yeah, it's fine. So then I started getting interest about Salesforce. So slowly, by the end of the second year, he joined in Salesforce company itself with a package of 18 lakh. So then I decided that yeah, maybe this is the right platform for all the marketing and as I'm from marketing and sales department. So I felt that yeah, let's try it out. This is what the decision I have taken after seeing my one of my friends' career.
That's interesting. Thank you for the detail. Yeah, and like you rightly mentioned, I myself have taken 100% hike in this domain. So it's very common for people to learn this technology, master it, and like you crack the interview and ask the package, people will not uh, deny it because the market value for this kind of role is really high, and it's a hot market right now. So it's a good time to get into this technology and learn this and have a nice acceleration in your career. Vijay, would you like to go next?
Yeah. Hi all. Good morning. I'm from India. So currently I'm having around 7+ years of experience. So currently I'm working as a Java and MuleSoft developer. So now I would like to move my technology stack to Salesforce. So recently I heard from one of my uh, native mate related to this institute, and along with that, a few of my friends are working already in Salesforce technology. So I mean, they already earlier also they suggested me like move to Salesforce like that, but now I got opportunity to look into that part actually. So currently, I want to migrate from Java and MuleSoft side to Salesforce domain. That's what I'm trying to move my technology stack to Salesforce. That's the main task. So guide me whether this is the right direction, or is there any wrong path I'm looking? Thanks.
So in Salesforce, it's very difficult to say a right or wrong path because Salesforce is so huge that like Salesforce has Marketing Cloud, which we'll be learning. Then Salesforce has Sales Cloud, Health Cloud, Commerce Cloud. So no matter what technology you choose, as long as you're technically sound, you're okay with learning something new every day. You want to push yourself. Like Pratap said, he saw his friend getting a package of 9 lakhs, and then Salesforce offered him 18 lakhs. Why was that? Because there was a increase in his knowledge base, increase in the resources that he learned from Salesforce. So Salesforce will always offer you all platforms, different platforms, integration between those platforms, development of each platforms. So when you talk about learning, sky's the limit. So there is no right or wrong here. Like it's a Salesforce environment that you enter into, and it is always okay entering with one technology, learning it. Then let's say tomorrow after you learn Salesforce Marketing Cloud, admin development, and then you can also start with Salesforce Sales Cloud and then learn the integration between Marketing Cloud and Sales Cloud. And then there is a different niche altogether because there are people who are integration experts, solution architect, and consultants and things like those who give solutions to the company. Now, in brief, I'll explain you guys what Salesforce is. So when I talk about Salesforce, what is the thing that comes to your mind? Like what clicks to your mind, or what do you guys know about Salesforce?
Salesforce is nothing but it's a customer success platform.
Mm-hmm. And more than like, what does it do? How does it create that customer success for the businesses?
I mean, using the internet, it will do everything like development as well as the deployment on the cloud. Everything it will take care. That's what I know.
Right. It's a cloud-based platform, a cloud-based solution, meaning what the entire infrastructure of Salesforce is on the internet. It is not on our local machines. All we and the uh, users have to do is log in on the browser and then use the entire platform. No longer have to, like earlier times, install applications on our system and then run it locally. So it's a cloud platform, so it has its own advantages. It can be run from any machine independent. It is machine independent, true. So it's a customer success platform, like Pratap said. It is it's world's #1 CRM. What do you mean by CRM? Customer relationship management tool. So different companies, like big companies who have like millions and billions of subscribers, users, and they want to manage, you have to not only store their details, but also manage how they interact with the customers. And let's say if there is a company that it wants to have different levels, like there are platinum, silver, gold, and these kind of memberships for its subscribers. How will it do it? It will need to have some central place where it manages all of it. And the communication depends on these kinds of membership. Like platinum members will get a different percent discount code, or silver members will have different purchases that they do annually. So somewhere the companies keep a track of all of these things centrally. Now, Salesforce is one of the tools that all of these big companies use. In case if you guys saw the recent Dreamforce event, in that you would see how Mercedes has used Salesforce in improving their one-to-one communication with their customers. Now, the client base of Mercedes is different. So instead of focusing more on the billboards, newspaper, and all, along with that, what they did was they used Salesforce to directly reach out to their customers through, let's say, SMS, through emails and social media, different channels, all of this integrated. And from there, they started working on the sales pipeline. Since you guys are from, since Pratap is from sales background, he would know that there's a sales pipeline, there's always a lead, and then that gets converted into a customer. So all of this process is managed somewhere, and that place is the Salesforce CRM. Now, in the Salesforce CRM, where does Marketing Cloud come into picture is all of these businesses, they want to also send out emails and track those emails and manage the performance of these emails. Now, that's where Marketing Cloud comes into picture, wherein Salesforce uses or companies use Marketing Cloud to reach out to their customers and send personalized emails. When I say personalized emails, that means the email that Pratap would get would be different than the one that Vijay gets, than the one that Raju gets. So the same email that I'm sending to all three of you will look different, and I, as a user on Salesforce Marketing Cloud, can configure, apply different rules, have different information about you saved in my end, and make the email more dynamic. I'll give you an example what dynamic emails are like. So let's say I'm a sports brand, Decathlon, let's say. Are we all familiar with Decathlon brand in India?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a French company. It's into outdoor and indoor sports, and it has different apparels and outdoor gears and sporting gears basically. So let's say Pratap is interested in cricket, Raju is interested in soccer, and Vijay is interested into hiking. So the same email newsletter that I'm creating, I'll have a field called interest in the database, in the table that I have saved in the backend of my subscribers, in that I have your name, email address, and also have one more field called interest, in that I have cricket, soccer, and hiking. Now, when I'm configuring my email, I can apply these rules over there. Like if interest is equal to cricket, then display a content block that talks more about cricket and the new products that I have to offer, new offers that I have for cricket. And similarly for other sports. So the same email that I'll be sending out will look different to each one of you depending on your interests that I have recorded at my end. So that's the beauty of one of the beauty of Salesforce Marketing Cloud, and that's the reason why it has a lot of value in the market. Or else people would need to have to code different emails and then create different places to store information about people interested in cricket, people interested in football, people interested in hiking, and then send out different emails, track them differently. So that problem gets solved, and all of that comes at one single place inside one single email, one single click, and it's done. More than that, there are automations and journeys wherein you can automate all of the things. Like you configure, like you sit down whenever you have your free time, you configure the platform, and then the emails will send out at the time you scheduled. If there is a file that you have to import about your subscribers, that import can also be automated. So almost everything can be automated here. And once you do that, you just have to monitor for the errors. You give your email address for notifications, you receive those wherever things are out, and you just monitor and do those things. So working on the platform also becomes easier. And so basically that's the beauty of the platform. And this is the slide that I use for training on the course, and this is provided by Salesforce. So can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So if we see, like, we are in the fourth industrial revolution, and it all is revolving around connectivity. And earlier, if you see, there was steam engine in the 17th century, electricity in the 18th century, then computers came around in the 19th century, and then now after computers we had mobile phones, all of that. After that we had electronics getting into each and every device that we have, like even our washing machines, ACs, our cars, everything has electronics. And now has come a time wherein all of these are interconnected. Like you have your mobile app that can tell you the status of your car or the status of your bike, when it's service due, when do you need to change the oil, what is the temperature of the engine, all of these details, or even the location of your car currently. You can lock, unlock using your mobile phone. So what's happening is right now the uh, all of the backend has shifted to the cloud, and all of these are interconnected using the internet, and everything has become easy and it has become centralized. So by just having an app or by just going on the computer and using the browser, we can access all of these details and just play around with it and have all the information at our fingertips. It has made us more powerful than ever. If you see this image, it shows that how connected we all are. And this is the fourth industrial revolution. Like you see billboards, and there is an online store for shoes. This is an app that the customer is using. Someone is working on a design on their laptop, the cars, and the IoT, the Internet of Things that we know. All of these is now interconnected. And like Pratap said, Salesforce is a customer success platform. So what does it all do is, make a full screen so that it's more better visible. So basically, not only just sales, but your service, your marketing cloud, your commerce cloud, and all of this, your analytics, your productivity, and all of this is integrated at one place. And in the core, you have your Einstein, which helps you in your customer 360. So this is your customer 360. When you have a 360-degree approach to reach out to your customers, you have different information, and all of that you gather at a central place. Then you have a Trailblazer community. Now, this helps you to connect to your customers in a whole new way, because earlier you had limited reaches. You had your store, the walk-in customers had a different experience. Then the subscribers who are going online, they had a different experience. Now what's happening is even the customers who walk into your store, you gather their email address, all of that stuff. And as soon as we do that, we send them out, start sending them out emails to develop a relationship, a rapport with them, and to connect with them, to help them know more about our brands. From the websites also, we're doing the same. From the sales and service cloud, from the communities also, we do the same. We gather more and more information about our subscribers with their consent, and then build a relationship, a rapport with them. And Salesforce helps us do that beautifully. Now, in our module, or it's overall in Salesforce, we have studios and builders. So you have these different tools that are directly or indirectly related to Marketing Cloud, which you use to reach out to your subscribers and create a better communication channel with them, reach out to them in a more better way. So you have your Journey Builder, Interaction Studio, Audience and Data Studio, Email and Mobile Studio, Advertising Studio, Social Studio, Pardot, Google Analytics, and Datorama. So in this Marketing Cloud, we have Journey Builder, wherein each customer can have a individualized journey. Like let's say, how many of us are there now? We have 5 people. Let's say all 5 of us are a part of this campaign. We enter into a journey, and the moment we enter the journey, inside the journey, let's say we have configured an email. And depending upon what all of us do inside the email, we can have a different follow-up plan. Like say we have a button inside the email. If one of us clicks on the button, then they will basically go to a different path. If some of us do not click on we open the email but do not click on that button, then we might receive we can receive a follow-up email after, like, let's say 3-4 days or 7 days. So Journey Builder helps you configure customized journeys for your customer, and whatever configuration you do, each subscriber can follow a unique path depending on how we have configured it. So it's not like you automate things and everyone will receive the same thing. Everyone will basically have a different path that they will go through, and this will basically help you create customized journeys. So all the things that we see will be in depth learning more about Email Studio and mobile Email Studio in here to create customized emails and automate them. At the same time, you have Social Studio for integrating all of your social media platforms. Like there's Marketing Cloud, there is Social Studio as well. And you have Pardot, wherein usually Salesforce Marketing Cloud is used for B2C communication. What do you mean by B2C communication? Let's say we are a business, a big business like Adidas or Nike or Decathlon, wherein we have lots of subscribers all over the place, and we want to send out so many millions of emails. So our end user is a customer. So that's your business to customer, B2C. For that, people use Marketing Cloud. And then sometimes there are businesses whose end users are not customers but business, like let's say Salesforce, for the matter of fact. Like you, me, or any one of us won't use Salesforce Marketing Cloud, but the companies that we work with, those companies would be the consumer or the end buyer for Salesforce. That's a B2B product. Similarly, we would have different companies that have B2B solutions. So those usually use Pardot because the size of the database they use is lesser, so they need different tools to reach out as compared to Marketing Cloud. Then we have Google Analytics 360, wherein it helps us to track and analyze the performance of the emails, the links inside the emails, and we can in Google Analytics know where customers click, which links are getting more traction, how is the email performing overall. So here they have given in one few more details about mobile studios and builders. We would learn these in detail during our course, and that's a brief introduction about the Salesforce tool. And in this training, we will have 5 different modules, wherein in the first module, we'll learn about data and subscribers. Excuse me. So the first module that we have, we learn about how data is stored and how subscribers are created in Marketing Cloud, and where they are stored, how they are stored. All of those details we will learn in this module, and different steps of different ways of importing these subscribers into a platform, and different ways of managing them inside once they are inside the platform. That we learn in this first module, where our foundation is cleared, and we learn different tools and techniques to store data and use them inside of the email. Once we have our data sorted, we have second module wherein we learn how to create our content. Like once a subscriber base is sorted, the next thing to learn is how to create an email using Salesforce Marketing Cloud's tool. In that module, we learn more about our Email Studio content builder. So this is how the Marketing Cloud tool looks like. In the second module, we learn more about creating emails. And the beauty of Marketing Cloud is, in case if you do not know HTML, HTML is a language which is needed to design emails. Let's say we are not from technology background, we have not learned HTML, we don't know how to write an HTML code. So that won't stop you from creating beautiful looking, nicely designed emails. Here we have Content Builder, which has drag and drop tools using which you can create emails. You have templates, different templates that you can refer to. Now, what we are seeing here on the screen is an email template. Now, even though I do not have expertise on HTML, but I can just simply drag and drop assets from the left side, blocks from the content blocks from the left side, and create my email. And it's as simple as drag and drop and all of that, and your email gets built. So all of this we learn in module number 2, how to create our content. Now then we have a module 3 that we learn different types of sending out emails and all of that stuff. Because once you have created content, you need to know how to send out an email. So there are different ways of sending emails, testing it, automating it. All of that we learn in module 3. In module 4, we learn something known as segmentation, in which in marketing, one of the most important aspect is about segmenting your customers. Why do we need segmentation? Because not all of our audience would be similar, and not all of them would want the same communication. Like sometime back, if all of you had joined, we saw an example of our subscribers having different interests of sports like say cricket, soccer, hiking, table tennis, and few indoor outdoor sports. So depending on their likes, you can create segments, and then you can make your email communication more effective. Like let's say I as a subscriber, if I'm into sports and I'm more interested into cricket, I would love to see emails that talk more about cricket and cricket accessories from the brand that I have registered to. I'm more likely to open that email, click on the links, maybe even go and make a purchase about their recent products that they have to offer. So that's why segmenting your customers is more important. Now, how to segment, how to automate those segmenting process, all of that we learn in module number 4. And then we have our last module wherein we learn about our Journey Builder, Automation Studio and Journey Builder. So these Automation Studio and Journey Builder, it helps you to automate things wherein you just have to configure it once and the campaign will keep on running as per your automation. Now, this is how a basic workflow and automation looks like. You schedule it for a time, you say how frequently you want the automation to run. In that, here they're segmenting their data, they're creating segments, and then they're sending a welcome email. So all of this is done using Automation Studio. And in the last module, you also will learn about Journey Builder. And Journey Builder is also like Automation Studio, but then in Journey Builder, we can create different flow. Like we must have created flow charts in our career somewhat point of time. So a journey will look like a flow chart basically, and for different subscribers or different contacts, we can have different flow. Now, this is a very basic linear journey. However, we can have more complex journeys as well, wherein see over here, there are different flows. So there is some logic given here, and depending on what logic, what filter we apply, few of the contacts will go in this path, few of the contacts will go here, and we can configure a huge journey. Depending on what logic we apply, the contacts will enter and they will flow differently, and each of one will have a different journey as compared to others based on the actions that they take or their values that we have stored in our backend tables, data extensions basically. So that's a brief introduction to the course and what we'll be learning out of it. And I believe we have more participants who joined afterwards. So I would like to know in brief about you guys. So we have Raju and Shri. who would like to go first and give us a brief introduction about yourself? Well, let's say what you do, where are you working, or if you're a fresher, and what do you know about Salesforce and Salesforce Marketing Cloud?
Hello.
Hi, Raju.
Yeah, hi. Myself is Raju. I have no knowledge in the IT background. I am new for the IT.
Mhm.
Yeah, my colleagues are working on Salesforce and Sales Cloud, Service Cloud.
Mhm.
I am from MBA background.
Wow, that's interesting. What was your specialization in MBA?
Marketing and finance.
Marketing and finance. Okay, I myself have done my MBA in marketing
Okay.
10 years back.
Just I am looking for the marketing cloud training. My friends
Right.
are says to me, this is the marketing cloud is a bright future for upcoming years. You can learn that course. They told like that.
True, true, true.
Yes.
All right. And right now you're working in marketing field?
Yeah, I am working on just in HDFC Bank.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yes. Yes. I wanted to move the IT course. IT.
Right. Right.
Yes.
So marketing, when you want to switch to market from a different background into IT, and also you want to get into Salesforce environment because it's a very good technology to be a part of, then
Okay.
Salesforce Marketing Cloud definitely makes more sense. And because even I uh, was from MBA background and management, marketing, and all of that. And when I had post that, I started my own company. And during that
Okay.
point of time, I was using MailChimp or online email platforms. And that's when I got to know that Salesforce is the number one for this. And Marketing Cloud is the best tool that you can use to you automate your email campaigns and reach out to your customers in a whole new way. So that's how I got introduced to it. And from there, I have my ongoing journey where I'm learning new things about it every day. So that's a wonderful uh, thing to do. It did wonders to my career. Like it skyrocketed. There were times when I myself have taken 100% hikes. Sometime back, when Pratap explained his friends getting 100% hikes on this platform. So it's a beautiful platform that offers you a lot, and it gives you a continuous learning experience as well.
Okay.
So thank you for your introduction, Raju. It's good to
Yeah,
have
thank
you
you.
on the presentation today. And
Oh, I have one doubt also.
yeah,
Is that more code related? Related coding, it's like Java coding. Like I don't know even coding related.
uh, so Salesforce is huge, right? And at the same time, it has different roles that it has to offer. So when you start your journey, you first learn the foundation part wherein you do not have coding, and then
Okay.
you have different career paths that you can choose. You can choose to be an administrator wherein you don't code, you just manage the day in day out admin tasks of Salesforce
Okay.
Marketing Cloud, wherein you create users, you assign roles, permissions, you check the campaigns and stuff like those. There are positions like email campaign managers where you don't have to code, but you have to run campaigns like configure emails, send them out, automate those, and do all those configurations that campaign managers does. Then you have
Okay.
one role of marketing cloud developer. Now, if you want to go for marketing cloud developer, that's when you will start learning languages like SQL, AMP server side
Mhm.
JavaScript,
Okay.
HTML. Like so that's when so there are different roles, and if you want to or are interested, that's when you start learning for development. But not everyone is supposed to or needs to know coding to grow in Salesforce, right?
Mhm.
You can tomorrow you can just manage a team you can, because if you have more experience in marketing, you can be a team leader or else a manager, and then you can have people under you who are campaign managers, developers, administrators, and things like those. Your task would be to manage them and make sure the project runs as per the expectations. So different roles, different responsibilities, depending on where you fit more, you can, decide where to take your career forward from there. But developer is one part, not like everyone needs to know and understand development.
Okay.
And we also have Sri. Sri, could you please tell something about yourself? And
Yeah, hi everyone. I am into basically from ETL side. Since last 1.5 year, I am working into Salesforce like admin side, and presently I am working on EA, Einstein Analytics. So presently, market is going very well for marketing cloud. So I'm very interested to learn into marketing cloud. So that is going to be helpful for me in the Salesforce in the development. Like I already working into Einstein Analytics, so I have much knowledge, a little bit knowledge, and it is going to be helpful for me. So that is my case.
right, wonderful. That's really nice to know that you have learned Einstein, you're into it already. You know the Salesforce ecosystem, and then from the Salesforce ecosystem right now, Marketing Cloud is having a good, bright future. And more importantly, if you see the progression path, like from admin maybe to developer, from admin to consultant to architect, it's from Salesforce Marketing Cloud side, it basically it's quite faster, quite easier to do all of that. And things are more like, I like Salesforce Marketing Cloud more as compared to initially start with, because it helps to make your foundation strong sooner, and then you can switch to other platforms and architect and all of that sooner as compared to other platforms. So it's like you said, it's nice, it's beautiful, it has a uh good market right now for it, and kind of openings that we have are also good. So if you all know, like it was ExactTarget before, and Salesforce acquired it and renamed it to Marketing Cloud, and it was not long back. It was in 2014. So people who have got into Marketing Cloud environment, um, they would not have more than like 7 years of experience in Salesforce Marketing Cloud. People would have experience with ExactTarget before, but if you see Salesforce Marketing Cloud, not more than 7 years. So, it's a good time to enter because it's still growing, it's still improving, it's getting better, and it's a nice time to enter the technology and be a part of it. And it will definitely place you at a better position, and will not have a lot of people ahead of you with experience. So you give more time to the technology, understand it more better, and you can definitely have yourself recognized on the platforms of Salesforce. So it's a wonderful time to get into it and learn it and know it. So any specific doubts and questions you guys have? We have last 10 minutes, like we have
Yeah,
given the
actually,
introduction of the course.
actually, I have one doubt. Like, this is Vijay.
Yeah, hi Vijay.
So, what I heard, like, Salesforce development and Salesforce, Salesforce development will consist Apex and Visual Force, Visual Pages. So, along with that, Lightning and MWM, some related stuff is there, right? So, all together, Marketing Cloud is something different, or whatever Salesforce administration is there, right? It is part of that only. Just I want to know that, or it is
Okay,
specifically separate one actually.
it's altogether different. So the development cycle of Sales Cloud is very different than that of Marketing Cloud. Like you mentioned, the languages that you learn in Sales Cloud and languages that you learn in Marketing Cloud are different, because in Sales Cloud, usually the developers will create applications for Sales Cloud and integration and stuff like those. That's why they will use those languages to make those. In Marketing Cloud, what developers usually do is they use SQL to better segment the audience. They use AMP script to dynamically create emails and make the emails more dynamic. Sometimes if you have code in 4 to 5 tables and you want to use different logic to pull data from there, and based on the values you want the if you want this thing your email to be dynamic, that's when you will use AMP script and all of that. So that's why the languages that you learn is completely different in both of these, and but still you are at the same level. So a Sales Cloud developer will also be at the same level as a Marketing Cloud developer. But if you ask me, comparatively, it will be more easier for someone to become a Marketing Cloud developer initially than a Sales Cloud developer.
Okay,
In-
you mean to say Sales Cloud and Marketing Cloud both are different roles, and they will, I mean, we can specifically have two different roles for that, right?
Right,
I mean,
right.
okay. So, I mean, to directly come into Marketing Cloud, so as you mentioned, is there any prerequisites like, I mean, we need to learn admin and development part. After that, we need to move to Marketing Cloud like that, or I mean,
No,
which one?
not like that. Not like that. Within Marketing Cloud, you will have admin part of market. See, when we talk about admin, each of the platforms has their admin side. Like Sales Cloud has the admin. I guess when you say talk about admin, you would be talking about Sales Cloud administrator. And you don't need to know or learn that when you come to Marketing Cloud, because the platforms are built independently. Initially, like I mentioned, this was ExactTarget. This was not even Salesforce. Salesforce has acquired this, so it's all built on an altogether different platform. Then you have something wherein you have integration of Marketing Cloud with Sales Cloud. So tomorrow, once you learn the Salesforce Marketing Cloud platform, let's say you have 1-2 years of experience, and you want to move ahead to be a consultant wherein you have cross-platform knowledge and you want to explore more about integration, how data flows from Sales Cloud into Marketing Cloud and vice versa. That's when you will start learning Sales Cloud admin stuff, and that's when you would start learning that. On the contrary, if you are a Sales Cloud administrator and Sales Cloud uh, admin and Sales Cloud developer, and you want to expand your expertise from Sales Cloud to Marketing Cloud and integration of both of these, then after maybe let's say 1, 2, or 3 years of experience in Sales Cloud, you start learning Marketing Cloud and start learning how both of these get integrated. But that is down the line. So you can no prerequisites for you to start learning Marketing Cloud. In fact, the journey basically that I'm saying to complete Marketing Cloud's administrator and learn the development, few tasks of development, and then start integrating, you will do that quite sooner as compared to the Sales Cloud, and uh, the journey will be quite faster if you ask me.
Okay.
So tomorrow, when you start learning or preparing for being a consultant or a integration developer or an architect, that journey will begin sooner with Marketing Cloud as compared to Sales Cloud, for sure. Does that answer your query, Vijay?
Yes, that is correct. So this course, how many days it will take? I mean,
It
only
takes
Marketing Cloud.
usually around 30 to 40 hours, depending on the speed of the batch, the number of doubts we have in every class, and also we go along with the pace of the class. Sometimes, if needed, the course can be extended 1 or 2 days or 3 days here and there. The idea is to cover the topics and have each one of us understand it. more than just me having uh, a predefined pace and continuing to it irrespective of what. So it usually takes 30 to 35 hours. So if we do a 90-minute session every day, then it takes around 20 days to complete the course. In case if we have more number of hours in a day, like let's say if we do a 3-hour class, then it gets over in 10 days.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. So we have something known as Trailhead. Few of you who are already a part of Salesforce ecosystem, you would know what it is. For those of you who do not know, so Trailhead is nothing but the learning platform of Salesforce that it has created. In that, it will tell you about the upcoming releases and all of that stuff, and things like those. Now, here you have something known as credential in there. All of you guys can create your account here. It's absolutely free of cost. There's no extra charge to it. Here you have certifications.
Hi, Sid. I have one doubt.
Yes.
Is there any free to practice for the marketing cloud? Provide Salesforce any free developer edition like that?
No, Marketing Cloud does not provide you with free or so during our training.
Mm-hmm.
Audible?
Ah, yes, yes.
Okay, sorry, I believe I got disconnected in between. So basically, Marketing Cloud does not provide you with free orgs like Sales Cloud does. You do not get a free org for Marketing Cloud, but as a part of our training, that is provided to you so that you can practice whatever is taught in the class, basically.
Okay. Okay. And what of the certification? Everywhere asking the nowadays certification is mandatory to get the job.
It depends basically. There are few companies who say that they will provide certification. Depends on company and the role. If a company is hiring for a fresher, they usually provide the training and all of that. But it's good to do the certification before you apply because that improves your credibility that you already know this and already have done that. And like if there is a fresher who is applying, or if there is someone who is applying with just the experience and not the certification, but then when you apply, it improves your chances to crack the interview because you not only know about the Marketing Cloud, but you also have got your certification done. So here you have your certification section here on the Trailhead website. Once you go, there are different roles if you see: administrator, developer, marketer.
Consultant and email studio specialist. I have so seen so many certifications in Trailhead.
Yeah. So here, when we go to Salesforce Marketer, this is all about your Marketing Cloud or marketing related certifications. You have Marketing Cloud Administrator, Marketing Cloud Consultant, Marketing Cloud Developer, Pardot Specialist, Pardot Consultant, Marketing Cloud Email Specialist. So for Marketing Cloud, this is where you begin from your journey, from your email specialist. Once you do your email specialist, then the next ideal one is administrator. I recommend each one of you to do that because to do consultant, these two are prerequisites.
Okay.
So right now in our course, we'll be learning more about email specialists. So if you guys just click on this, here you will have the exam guide and study material. So it's a very gamified, nicely built gamified module that Salesforce has for, basically for other people who might not know about it. Here you have different topics, let's say Marketing Cloud basics. You open it and you have different times that it has mentioned, so you can keep learning at your own pace. It will give you explanation. Now I have not logged in, that's why it does show that. But then when I log in here in the end, I'll have assessment. Once I take assessment, I get more points in my account, and more points I get, there are different ranks, and you can use your Trailhead link in your resume. If you have more points like 50,000, 1 lakh point, that means you're ranger or double ranger, 2x, 2 times ranger. you can use that link and on your LinkedIn, on your resume, because that adds to your credibility that you have also completed these modules from Salesforce. So it's a, and these are recognized all over the place. So it's a community that Salesforce has created. So it's always a good practice to have your account here and start giving these, learning these modules and giving the challenge, if you see 100 points at the end here, to take these challenges, to earn these points and improve your credibility. So this is one trailhead thing that will help you a lot on keeping your learning journey ongoing. That's one thing I wanted to show in today's module demo batch. Any more doubts, any more questions that we have?
I've been there.
No doubts from everyone? Have I answered all of your questions, queries? Okay, I'll take that as yes. I mean, I'll take that as no doubts, no further doubts. So this was your introduction to Marketing Cloud and the intro session, and this is how our class will be like. Like today, we had more of an interactive session. That's how I have my classes, wherein we interact, we discuss, we create a scenario, learn, apply, learn it more practically than just theory and being it one-sided. So it's more lively class, and you can have, and I always encourage to get your doubts cleared right then and there in the class itself, and you get the org as well to practice in your free time. You can come practice at your own pace throughout the day, rest of the day, and tomorrow or day after learning the topic, you can come up with your doubts, queries. We do revisions before beginning, so every day 10 to 15 minutes initially we do doubt clearing sessions from the topics we have already covered, then move on with the new topics. So it's a interactive session that we would have. It will be interesting, and you all will be a active part of the learning journey. Like sometimes you have a question that might help answer someone else's doubt. So it's a participative class wherein all of us decide the uh, decide how the class would go like, and it will be based on each one of you to match all our expectations and learning speed. So that's what about the class and things that we would do. I hope you all liked the introduction session and we have answered all of your queries. Anything you guys would like to add before we sign off for the day? All right. If we don't have anything more to add, we can stop from here, and we can get in touch with Senpai Technology. We can get in touch with SV TechSoft, and from there we can proceed forward on scheduling the classes and all of that. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you for your time today. I really appreciate you sparing 1 hour for our introductory session in the morning, getting up in the morning and attending the session. I really appreciate it, and I wish you all a happy Diwali. Have a happy festive season.
Thank you, sir.
thanks, Siddesh.
Happy Diwali.
Same
You're welcome, everyone.